So I had made some comments on the video that Puffy had put out. Complaining about the fate of hip hop and rap music and how we are behaving as a culture and as a genre of music. And I was reading some of the comments how people tell Puffy to sit his ass down. What you talking about? He's the worst. And this and that. You can't kill the messenger people, regardless of what his past, you know, his past trend, some of the things he did in the past. So what? But he's telling the truth. And you're talking about, well, somebody said something about the shiny suits and all this and that. What's wrong with having a little fun? When MC Hammer came out and how rappers like Ice Cube and all these other rappers were like upset because MC Hammer was popular and he crossed over and he was making all this money. Man, this ain't real hip hop. Yes, it was. And what you all wanted and were promoting was this gangster rap that has led us down a slope of razor blades and alcohol, and we're bleeding open right now, and this is what we have in hip hop. Because if you really think about it, and this is not all his fault, and I don't think he was doing it purpose. Dr. Dre has played a hand into hip hop and rap being exactly what it is today. Between NWA and Ruthless Records, between Death Row Records, and then with 50 Cent, gangster rap has totally saturated the whole situation. Yeah, there are popular, knowledgeable rappers out there these days like J. Cole and Kendrick Lamar and etc. But they don't get as much popularity and radio play as some of this other nonsense, and it's because the audience wants to hear drug selling, disrespecting women, murder and kill, and that's all they want to hear. And you've been conditioned by the music to think this way. That's why I keep trying to tell people the same thing that happened with rap music, the same thing in how racism exists. Because you are conditioned and you are taught this. We've been talking to that Doggy Style and that whole Death Row movement, whatever, totally took hip hop and rap down the wrong road. And they were saying that they were reporting shit from the hood to a point, but then you glorifying and saying that what you would do to a nigga if a nigga do this, and you shoot and I done sold this, and you still doing it to today. So the audience, these younger kids, this is all they growing up listening to. This is all they want to hear. And it's doing absolutely nothing for the culture. And remember when C. Dolores Tucker was running over, CDs and tapes and saying that the kids don't need to listen to this, and Tupac then was upset that they old, they don't know what they're talking about him. This is the way it is. Our elders were warning us, and we didn't pay one bit of attention. Look, and now the chickens come home to roost. These young kids shouldn't have been listening to this shit, and we shouldn't have been glorifying it. And every time a rapper come out, a new rapper, it's the same shit. And yeah, it's not all the rappers, but it's majority of the rappers. And anything that's intelligent or uplifting, it doesn't get the light that other shit gets because it's not making the radio station and the record labels money. And then on top of that, this is all these other motherfuckers know what to talk about. And it's kill, murder. And like right now, one of my biggest hobby is I've been watching a lot of battle rap, the URL and stuff like that. And I enjoy that thoroughly. I've been watching it for like 3 or 4 years. But then as I'm watching it, the same thing is spilled over there because unless you're talking about selling drugs, busting guns and killing people and stuff like that, the audience like boos or don't want to hear, you don't get the same reaction if you're not saying that you're killing somebody or murdering or selling dope. And it's crazy to me because some of the things that these guys are saying with the wordplay and the metaphors and stuff they put together, it's on point. But if it ain't gun bars or selling drugs and all this stuff, nobody. We have to stop trying to blame everybody else for our problems if we keep contributing to our problems. You know, a lot of times, and I hate to say this, and I said before, I don't believe in black and white, but since society has us labeled that way, and a lot of you all refuse to do anything else because you've been conditioned to call yourself black, and you've been conditioned to call yourself white. My hair on my head is black. My skin color isn't black. My hair on my head is black. I don't know nobody's skin color that is black as the hair on my head. Even if they are super dark, you can tell the complexion from somebody's head, their hair on their head, on their face. So we've been conditioned to do that. So what I'm saying is, we sound like children. And we all do, human beings, period, but especially in the black community. And that's what I'm talking about. Because every time we do some bullshit, we'll turn around, well, the white people did it, they ain't getting in trouble. That's like saying, well, my brother, Tony did it, but you ain't do nothing to him like that, but you still fucking up. It's wrong for anybody. So as long as we keep doing it, then we need to stop blaming other people for our motherfucking problems. That's just the bottom line, and sad to say, when are we going to learn or even attempt to learn that we are responsible for ourselves and stop blaming other people? The whole thing with Chris Brown and Soulja Boy, that shit is ignorant. Now the whole thing that's coming out about Troy Ave and this dude Taxstone, all this shit is black on black crime. I don't give a fuck about white on white crime or whatever. This is what being pushed to the front of the media. So therefore, I'm speaking on this because the society has us separated. It got me and my quote unquote my people looking bad, and we not doing anything about it. But you want to talk shit to Puffy because Puffy is dropping some real knowledge. He's telling the truth about our genre of music that we created, and we losing it. And before you know it, you're going to look up and be like, well, we started just like we created the street lights and other stuff, but don't nobody know that. Because we give it away, and we give it away freely. Once we as human beings stop valuing money and start putting value in each other, we'll be much better off. And the whole thing with Donald Trump and Steve Harvey and them going to hang out with this dude, the only thing I'm going to say about that is this. Everybody wants to be powerful. Everybody want to hang out with the quote-unquote elite. So I'm not surprised at all of what Steve Harvey and Kanye West and any other minority or any other person who don't agree with some of the things that the Republicans and Donald Trump say, but you go up there because you want to be a part of that group. That group don't give a fuck about you. They use you as pawns. And they're using you as pawns so they can check us. And it's over. So whatever made you go up there to meet with him or whatever you all said, who cares? But look how people looking at you. Your own people. People really need to start making decisions based on money and class and make decisions being a human being. We were not brought here to live like this. When I say we, I mean human beings in general. White, black, Mexican, Puerto Rican, we are human beings, and this is not it's not human nature to want to kill, be on top. This is conditioned, and you've been taught this. The human nature is built and based around love. I don't give a fuck what nobody scientists, psychologists tell you. It's human nature to want to kill and man. No, it's not. No, it's not. Because anytime you can have a dog and a cat live in the same fucking house together, and that don't supposed to be possible. Why do you think it's possible for a dog and a cat to live in the same house together? Because that dog and cat was brought up in a household that didn't show them there was really no difference. And then when taught to hate cats, and the cat when taught to hate dogs, the same fucking thing. So don't give me that shit about human nature. If you knew anything about human nature, we wouldn't be in the place that we're in today. So, I mean, I don't know how this stuff gonna pan out, but I'm glad Donald Trump is president because America needs a wake-up call. It's gonna be a rude one. So, this is just a little something I want to talk about. I could go on, but I'm kind of tired, so I'm going to bed, and you all don't listen anyway. So, sayonara. Hasta mañana. Hasta mañana. Knick-knack, paddywhack. Give a dog a bone.